This is Royal Academy, Paper 1, Unit 2, Part 4. In this class, we are going to see steps in research process. Let us see what are the steps in research process. Here, there are main steps. 8 steps are here in this research process. The first one is formulating the research problem, including extensive literature review. Step 2. Developing the objectives, conceptualization, or research design. Step 3. Preparing the research design, constructing an instrument for data collection. Step 4. Selecting a sampling design. Step 5. Writing a research proposal. Step 6 is collecting the data. Step 7 is analysis of data, processing and displaying data, including generalization and interpretation. And 8th step is preparation of the report or presentation of results, formal write-ups of conclusions reached. Step 1. Formulate a research problem. The first step in research is formulating a research problem. At this step, your goal should be clear that what you intend to achieve out of research. It is the most crucial step in the research process. The main function is to decide what you want to find out about. The way you formulate a problem determines almost every step that follows. All other steps in research process will be influenced by research problem identification. So it's extremely important that you should consider time, cost, expertise you have in the field of research you have chosen. Step 2. Conceptualizing a research design. Once a research problem is identified, the next step is to identify the knowledge gap, selection of appropriate methods, sampling strategy, and time frame. A faulty design may lead to misleading findings, and therefore it's important to ensure that your selection of research design permits the accurate prediction of outcome under the given set of limitations. Number 3. While selecting a particular research design, you must have strong reason or justification for your selection, and you should be aware of its strengths, weaknesses, and limitations. Step 3. Constructing an instrument for data collection. Construction of an instrument for research total depends upon how you are going to collect the data and various methods around it. All that is needed is what sort of information is required for the qualitative and quantitative study. This first practical step in research study also requires some validation and reliability for research instrument you have constructed. Step 4. Selecting a sampling design. Sampling design selection is another crucial step in the research process. The research result will largely depend on the category of sampling design you have chosen for your research study. The 3 categories of sampling design are: first one, random probability sampling design; number 2, non-random or non-probability sampling design; and the third one is mixed sampling design. Sampling design will affect your strategies, and you must be able to select the most appropriate for your study by considering the strengths and weaknesses of each along with their use case. Step 5. Writing a research proposal. Having done all the preparatory work, the next step is to put everything together in a way that provides adequate information about your research study for your research supervisor and others. Universities and other institutions may have different requirements regarding the style and content of a research proposal, but the majority of institutions would require most of what is set out here. This also varies within an institution from discipline to discipline or from supervisor to supervisor. Therefore, it should contain the following information about your study. Number 1. Objective of the study. Number 2. List of the hypothesis if you are testing any. Study design you are proposing to use. The research instruments you are planning to use. Information on sample size and sampling design. Information on data processing procedures, the study's problems and limitations, and proposal time frame. Step 6. Collecting data. As a part of the research design, you decided upon the procedure you wanted to adapt to collect your data. In this phase, you actually collect the data using below techniques based on your selected sample and study design. Number 1, interviews. Number 2, questionnaire. Number 3, focused group discussion. Number 4, survey. Step 7. Step 7 is processing and displaying data. Processing of data you have collected through various methods requires different ways of analysis. Analysis will be quantitative for descriptive study. If you want quantitative analysis, it is also necessary to decide upon the type of analysis required. That is frequency distribution, cross tabulation, or other statistical procedures such as regression analysis, factor analysis, and analysis of variance, and how it should be presented. Step 8. Writing a research report. Universities and other institutions may have different requirements regarding the style and content of the research proposal, but there are two broad categories of reports. One is quantitative and the next one is qualitative. Writing the report is the last and for many the most difficult step of the research process. This report informs the world what you have done, what you have discovered, and what conclusion you have drawn from your findings. If you are clear about the whole process, your report should be written in an academic style and be divided into different chapters and or sections based upon the main themes of your study. So thank you. This is Royal Academy. This is the phone number. If you are asking for a course, you can contact this number. Thank you.